Hello everyone, this is Glenda Winkleman and welcome back to Creative Grandma. I got a wonderful new craft show favorite for you here today. This is pattern number 522, the Bath Poof Scrubby Ball. I have it made in 3 wonderful colors here. This is a really quick and easy pattern, great for beginners, and especially if you're getting ready for those spring craft shows. This is an excellent seller. If you make these with all these really nice bright colors, it just adds that pop of color. So when people are walking through, you know, the hall or wherever you're having your craft show, their eyes are going to focus on the most colorful, brightest stand there. So if you can make some of these items and have them hanging there to grab people's attention, that's what you need to get your little stand noticed from everybody else. I did want to tell everybody too, I was lucky enough to get some of the Premier yarns in. I just want to show you quickly. Here's a nice variety pack. It's a multi-pack of 5 of the different colored multis. It comes with 2 patterns for the dishcloth, so I do have that available. These are in very limited kits. I also have the Easter pastel colors in the Premier Home Cotton. If you like the pastels, that again comes with 2 patterns in it as well to get you started. Very, very pretty Easter pastel colors. And then if you like the more bright and bold colors, I have the brights. They're, well, you can't see it because of the patterns, but you get the 2 patterns, but you get the bright colors in there. Just check them out. Very, very limited amount of kits. So go on creativegrandma.net, hit Kits and More at the top, and you can see what we have available. But let's get started on this pattern. I have my 3 samples showing. I'll start with this purple one here. This one was made with Violet Splash, color number 44-23, and it was made with a Premier Home Cotton. This is those beautiful splash colors. I just love the splash colors. So anyhow, this is the sample made with that Violet Splash. The next sample in the middle with the blues and the purples and the green color, that was made using number 4406 Water Lilies, and that also was made with Premier Home Cotton. So you can see the coloration of that one, the coloration of this one, and last but not least, we made the last one with the rainbow, color number 44-03, and again, Premier Home Cotton. So that's what that one was made out of. I haven't done a craft show favorite in a long time. I wanted to get something out there. I know these spring craft shows are coming up fast. So about 5 yards of the yarn for the handle. And then you're going to need about 4 ounces of the main color, which is about 1.5 of these 2.1 ounce balls of yarn. And then again, I used a size I9 crochet hook, but I believe you should use a size H8. So you're going to either use an H or an I hook, which is an 8 or 9 or a 5 or a 5.5 millimeter. So check that gauge, make a small sample the first 2 rounds, and then see if it measures 3 inches. If it does, whatever hook gives you 3 inches for those first 2 rounds, that's a size hook you should use. So let's get started with this pattern. I already have my yarn tied around my hook, so we're going to start and we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to come down and we're going to slip stitch into this first chain. Insert your hook into that very first chain you made. Yarn over the hook. Pull it through that stitch and pull it through the loop on your hook. You just slip stitched to form your ring. So we're going to chain 50 now for the handle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and finish and chain 50, and I will meet you when you're done chaining 50. I have my chain 50 done. So now what you're going to do is you're going to come down to the top of the chain 5 circle, and you're going to go to the very first chain that you made of the chain 50. You're going to insert your hook into that first chain above your chain 5 circle, yarn over the hook, and pull it through all loops on your hook. You just slip stitched it together and you made your hanging loop. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring my hook down inside the chain 5 circle ring, yarn over the hook, pull it through that ring, and pull it through the loop on your hook. This, for me, just double secures that I have that anchored really good to hold our bath puff. I'm going to chain 2, and then I just pull my yarn out, and then I pull it down and knot it. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be working my stitches right over these ends. So this so far is what you have for your hanging loop. Now if you don't want to have a different color for your loop, you can go ahead and work it all in the same color. I just like the look of the different color for the hanging loop. It just gives a little contrast to it. I'm going to go ahead and grab my new color, and then we'll get our center started for our bath poof. We're going to start round 1. Here's our handle, there's our loop. We're going to insert our hook into the chain 5 ring. I'm just going to grab my new color and leave a small length and just lay it right up against the ring, and I'm going to pull that new color through my ring. I'm going to start with the chain 1. Now this chain 1 does not count as a stitch, it's just to give me my height for the first stitch. So we're going to work a half double crochet, and we're going to do that 15 times in our ring. So yarn over the hook, insert it into the ring, yarn over the hook, pull it through the ring, 3 loops on hook, yarn over the hook, and pull it through all 3 loops on the hook. You just made your first half double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert it into the center of that ring, yarn over the hook, pull it through the ring, 3 loops on hook, yarn over the hook, and pull it through all loops on hook. You just made your second half double crochet. I'll show you one more time. Yarn over the hook, insert it into the center of that chain 5 ring, front to back, yarn over the hook, pull it through that center of that ring, 3 loops on hook, yarn over the hook, and pull it through all 3 loops. So we have 3 half double crochet stitches showing. We need a total of 15, so you need to go ahead and work 12 more half double crochet around the ring until you have a total of 15. I'll be back after I make my 15th half double crochet, and I'll show you how to join your round. I'm over at the end of round 1, and I have my 15 half double crochet worked. So I'm going to take this hanging loop here and just pull it behind my work so I can get to this beginning half double crochet stitch. You're going to insert your hook into the top of that beginning half double crochet, yarn over the hook, and pull through all loops on your hook. You just slip stitched round 1 together, and this is what it should look like. So for round 2, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this beginning chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. So now we're going to work 4 more double crochet, all in this beginning half double crochet stitch. So yarn over the hook, insert it into that same beginning half double crochet stitch, and work a double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same stitch, yarn over the hook, pull it through the stitch. You have 3 loops on hook, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops only, yarn over the hook, and pull it through 2 loops. You just made a double crochet. Our chain 3 counts as 1. We have 2 for a total of 3. We need 5 in each stitch, so we need 2 more. So pull those stitches back, yarn over the hook, insert it into that same beginning half double crochet stitch, yarn over the hook, pull it through the stitch, 3 loops on hook, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops only, yarn over the hook, and pull it through 2 loops. We have 4 double crochet. We need 1 more. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same beginning half double crochet stitch, insert your hook, yarn over the hook, pull it through that stitch, 3 loops on hook, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, and pull it through 2 loops. You can see that we worked all 5 double crochet into that beginning half double crochet stitch. So now we're going to push our stitches back. We're going to look for that next half double crochet stitch right here, and we're going to work 5 double crochet all in this next stitch. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that next half double crochet, yarn over the hook, pull it through the stitch, 3 loops on hook, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops only, yarn over the hook, and pull it through 2 loops. You just worked your first of 5. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same half double crochet stitch, and work a double crochet. That's 2. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same half double crochet stitch, and work a double crochet. That's 3. We need 2 more. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same half double crochet, and work a double crochet. That's 4. We need 1 more. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same half double crochet, yarn over the hook, pull it through that stitch, yarn over the hook, pull it through 2 loops only, yarn over the hook, and pull it through 2 loops. You just worked your 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that same half double crochet. So continue working that around, pull your stitches back, because if you're going like that, you're going to miss a stitch because they spread out because there's so many stitches. You're going to pull that back, you're going to look for that next stitch here, and you're going to work 5 double crochet in each half double crochet around. So go ahead and do that. I will meet you at the end of round 2 and show you how to join your work. I'm over at the end of round 2, and you can see how it's starting to, it's starting to like ruffle up. So to join round 2 together, we're just going to slip stitch into the top of that beginning chain 3. So go to the top of your beginning chain 3, insert your hook, yarn over the hook, and pull it through all loops on your hook. You just joined round 2, and round 2 is finished. So this is a very pretty basic, easy pattern. You're just doing double crochets throughout. We're going to start round 3 with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This counts as our first double crochet. So now we're going to work 2 more double crochet into the same beginning chain 3 space. So yarn over the hook, bring it down right below this chain 3 space, right in that beginning joining stitch, and work a double crochet. And if you work these loosely, it makes it a lot easier for you to get all your stitches in that stitch. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that top of that same beginning joining stitch, and work a double crochet. So you have 2 double crochet and your starting chain 3, which acts as a stitch. So now again, when you start this round, you got to pull those stitches back, or you're going to miss this next stitch here, because right here is the top of that stitch. And as I pointed out in the other round, if you're working, you're going to miss that stitch. You're going to go into this one. You need to go over here in this one. So yarn over the hook, insert it into that next stitch, and work a double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same stitch, and work a double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same stitch, and work a double crochet. you just work 3 double crochet into that stitch. So now for this round, you're just going to work 3 double crochet in each double crochet around. So go ahead and work 3 double crochet in each double crochet stitch around. I will meet you here at the end of round 3 and show you how to join. I'm over to the end of round 3, and you can really see how it's starting to form the ruffles. So for round 3, we're going to join in the same manner that we did for round 2. You're going to take your hook and insert it into the top of that beginning chain 3. See if you can see it better with. So go up to the top of that beginning chain 3, yarn over the hook, and pull it through all loops on your hook. So round 3 is complete. So now we're going to start round 4. Round 4 is exactly the same as round 3. We're going to start with a chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet, and we're going to work 2 more double crochet in the same beginning joining chain 3 space. So yarn over the hook, insert into the top of that joining chain 3, and work a double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert it into that same top of that joining chain 3 space, and work a double crochet. Your chain 3 acts as the first double crochet, and then you work 2 double crochet. And again, for that first stitch of the round, you're going to pull these stitches back and you're going to find that stitch. I don't think it really matters if you skip it because it's so full when you're finished, but I really like everyone to make sure they go in each stitch. So just keep pulling those stitches back, find the top of that next stitch, yarn over the hook, insert it into that next stitch, and work a double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert it into the top of that same double crochet stitch, and work a double crochet. That's 2. We need 3, so yarn over the hook, insert it into the top of that same double crochet stitch, and work a double crochet. You work 3 double crochet in that stitch. So go ahead and repeat exactly what you did in round 3 for round 4. You're going to work 3 double crochet in each double crochet stitch around. Go ahead and do that, and I will meet you at the end of round 4 and we'll join our round. I'm over at the end of round 4, our final round, and I'm getting ready to join. So you're going to look for your top of your beginning chain 3, insert your hook into the top of that chain, yarn over the hook, pull it through all loops on hook, and you just finished round 4. So now I'm going to just fasten off my work. I'll weave in my ends later. And again, I just wanted to point out the difference between crocheters. Now, this ball here I did real loose, and I'm not quite happy with it. This one I did in my usual way of crocheting, and it come out a little tighter. Let me zoom out just a little bit more and you can see the difference. All my stuff here. So this one I used a size I9 hook, but I crocheted a little bit tighter. Now I'm a tight crocheter, so if you're a loose crocheter, yours is going to look like this. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be not as tight. It's up to you. Now, I prefer the little bit tighter one. It holds its shape better. And this one, now on the instructions, I dropped the hook size down to an H8, 5 millimeter. I used a 5.5 I9. But again, it all depends on how you crochet, on how your balls are going to turn out, because I'm the same crocheter. I did this my usual way. I did this a little bit looser, thinking I could crochet it a little bit easier. It crocheted easier, but I don't like the looks of it. So It's in your preference. I did put the gauge in for this one. I think this is the one you should try to get the shape of. So use whatever size hook you need to get this gauge and keep your ball nice and firm and together. Like I said, if you like it this loose, then that's fine. I just didn't care for it. But like I said, it's all in your preference. So just remember, check that hook size, do the first 2 rounds, check the gauge. If it doesn't match my gauge on the instructions, then please drop that hook size. So just check your gauge. So thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this short, quick, easy little pattern. These are wonderful. Just an excellent little pattern if you want to make something different. Great for gift giving. So the pattern is available on my website, creativegrandma.net. Check it out. And as always, happy crocheting.